sanctions of Western Europe on Russia. There was nothing in return for the New START extension. So we're going to have to hope for those things in the future.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. You see that black boy over there running scared? His old man in the bottom. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottom. See that black boy over there running scared? His old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. He ain't done pawned off damn near everything. His old woman away to beg for bottom. And don't you think it's a crime when time after time after time people in the bottom, there's people living in the bottom. Listen to me, see that sister show was fine. She's bound to take it behind the bottom. She told me, oh man, you're ready to cry. He's doing time.
Bill, you hear me? Bill, you hear me?
I hear you, yes, sir.
Got it. Okay, good. Yeah, here we getting ready to go. Okay, good. Let's get ready to rock and roll, baby. So we got music playing. I'll be back to you in a minute. Okay.
They turn to me, they ask me, kill me. Don't you think it's a crime? No way. And time after time after time, people in the bottom. There's people showing up in the bottom.
Yeah, we are showing up in the bottom. We are back here at Red State Talk Radio. So we got a lot of changes coming up on Red State. Scott and Adams is working very hard to make some changes at the network. We're building a bigger and better network. That's what we do here at Red State. Hey, I have a great guest for you today. Mr. Lock and Load himself, Bill FRADY. He's also on Genesis Communication Network. We have 126 gun owners in the USA today, and Lock and Load has something for everyone, from reports about politics on gun ownership and those who would take the right away. Okay. And so he talks about self-defense, gun gear, tactical training, and all of the colorful personalities within the gun community. And that includes yours truly, Charles Butler. So let's bring Bill on without further ado. How are you, Bill? Glad you could join me today.
Well, it's my pleasure, sir. How are you?
Hey, I don't know if you're familiar with the folks over at Second Amendment. It's called Second Amendment. I can't come with their last name. Jerry knows them. But they're great.
Second Amendment Foundation.
Yeah, Second Amendment Foundation.
And all those guys.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
sir.
It's great guys. I worked with them when we fought Illinois to get concealed carry. Illinois was the last state in the union to allow concealed carry, and they were basically held hostage by the mayor of Chicago, who said he did not want guns in the hands of his citizens because we would have shootouts in the streets like the Wild Wild West.
Very common. That's a statement that they use it every time. Every time now as the different states are falling to constitutional carry, that they're still using that today.
Wow.
Gunfights in the streets. There'll be shootouts over parking spaces.
Yeah, and the thing is, that doesn't happen. We know that, and I'm just so, I don't know about you, but the first gun laws. The first gun laws in this country were to keep guns and rifles, I should say rifles, out of the hands of the freed slaves so they could protect themselves from the Ku Klux Klan and their former owners and the slavers. Right. Slavers were people who went around and rounded up any black man that they thought they could force into slavery, whether he was free or not. And basically, these people were defenseless. And then you had the Negro pastors. Don't get me started on the Negro church and Negro pastors. I'm purposely using that term because it is a derogatory term because I think of the black church that way and its role in not pursuing the American dream for black folks. And that leads over into, my take on the civil rights movement, as well as my take on the nonviolence crap that Martin Luther King was talking about. Because really, Martin Luther King didn't believe in nonviolence. Did you know that, Bill?
Oh yeah, he was a gun owner.
He was a gun owner, and his wife.
He was part of that. He was one of those things that spearheaded the Deacons for Defense.
The Deacons for Defense they came behind behind Martin. So anyway, Martin, interesting guy, but I don't believe in nonviolence, and I certainly I was around long before Martin Luther King hit the scene, and we did not turn the other cheek. That was not part of the deal, because turning the other cheek is what cowards do. You ask anybody, you say, well, what do you? If I hit you and you turn the other cheek, you did not hit me back, what would I call you? What would you be called? And people go, a coward, of course. A sissy, of course. I say, so why is it any different when it's Martin Luther King? And they go, duh.
Well, now, see, Charles, I think of myself as a modern day pacifist. Now, with a pacifist, the way you become a pacifist is you have options. A pacifist chooses to either be violent or has the capability of being hyper violent. And that's why I roll with the whole pacifist thing. Now, I carry a gun everywhere I go. I train to return hyper violence in the face of violence. And, but there's nothing wrong with being a man of peace. But I mean, that goes all the way back